Hey everyone, this is Russell Brunson and welcome back to Funnel University. Today we're going to be just breaking down a funnel that is one that gets me really excited. It might be kind of weird for you, but if you understand the context, I think you're going to really get excited. So I was looking at like the last 2 or 3 years and like where we buy most of our ads from. And what's interesting is that most of the places we buy our ads from are conservative Republican news sites. Like it is what it is, right? And so it's kind of like our email ads or banner ads like across the board. And so I started looking like, man, these sites are huge. They have email lists of millions of people. Like I want to figure out like, you know, how, like, can I build my own political email list? I don't know. So I started looking into that and started searching around. And the first step we did is we actually built a political fan page. We had like a Trump for president one. We had a Hillary for president, which turned out the Democratic one doesn't turn into any money for us. But anyway, we started just doing all of the Republican candidates. And what's interesting, if you look at like where things are going to be at over the next 12 months or so as we have the election coming up, political stuff is going to be crazy, especially with Trump and with Hillary. Like all this stuff is going to be nuts. And so I feel like there's a window now of about 12 months or so that people are going to have a chance to capitalize on this. People like me and hopefully you. And so I want to share this with you. Now, one of the core things for this whole thing to make sense and to work, there's an event we did a little while ago called the Funnel Catcher, and it's all about how do we convert cold traffic. And I believe it's probably going to be the time I film this, the offer's not live, but it'll be the upsell for Funnel University. And so if you bought that, you should have a chance to go see it. If not, you should figure out how to buy it because it goes into 2 days about how do you convert cold traffic into to whatever it is you're selling. So this kind of ties into that because typically someone who just says that they want to impeach Obama is necessarily going to buy ClickFunnels, right? So there's got to be a process and a bridge we take them through to be able to convert that person over. And so I'm going to show you how this company has done it. Now, the way I found out when I'm doing my research trying to figure out how I can start building my own political list, because again, we built, within the first month, we built 150,000 people on Facebook. They're all Trump for president fans. I'm like, now how do we take these people onto an email list where now I can email my own stuff, but I can start selling ads and doing a whole bunch of other really cool ninja stuff, right? And so I was looking at it and I started seeing these political quiz funnels. And I started asking around. I met some guys who were doing them. And one of these funnels, it's not the one I'm going to show you, but one that's similar to this. The guy did over 2 million opt-ins last year with it, all at pretty much free. So it's nuts. And so I'm excited. So this is how it kind of works. So the first one starts over here. And this is an example of one. And I'm sure some of you guys have probably seen the ads on Facebook or on some of the news sites that say, should Obama be impeached, right? So you click on the ad, it takes you to a page kind of like this. And it's just a survey, right? Now, the key with these surveys, or these polls, whatever you want to call them, it's all like, all the ones that I've seen that are successful, they're all kind of controversial where like, you're either on one side or the other. Like there's very little middle ground, right? Which is why these do really well. Like for you right now listening, like you're probably on one of two camps. Either you're like pro Obama or you hate him. Like there's no middle ground with Obama, right? And so it causes like an emotional response, right? So you come right here and you go through and it's just a little quiz like, should you impeach him? Boom, boom, boom. Click, put your name, email, zip code, country, and you submit the vote. So you voted. Next page takes you here. Thanks, and it says, thanks so much for voting. Your vote may still be registered, but you got to confirm your email by checking now. So what's cool is it forces you to go and do a double opt-in because you want to see, like, you want to make sure that your vote counts. Because my guess is you're very passionate about this quiz, and so your likelihood of double opting in is pretty high. So that's kind of the cool thing here, right? And it stops there. And then, a couple things. You notice there's a sponsor ad right here, and I'm going to show you that here in a second too, because they have this sponsor ad running throughout different pages. But this is how they're liquidating the lead over here. Okay, so they have right here. Click on the email. This is the email I got. It says basically, thanks for voting in the thing. Click here to confirm your vote, and then to find out who, what the stats are. So you clicked on that in the email. Took me over here now to this page right here, which showed me all of the results. Should Obama be impeached? And then most people say they should impeach him. Do you disapprove? Very few people approve. Most of them disapprove. And obviously, this is a Republican site this is running on, so take it for what it's worth. But there you are. So there's the stats, right? Now, if you're not watching close attention, you're like, why did they just pay money to get somebody to fill in the survey, click on email, and come right here? Like, there's no money happened yet, right? But a couple of things. First off, if you go to newsmax.com and you scroll the bottom, click on the advertise link, you notice they've got tons of different newsletters you can buy ads in. Guess how they build their email newsletters? That is how they build their email newsletters. Okay, we're spending anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 a week buying ads in their email newsletters, and we're one of probably 100 people a week doing it. I mean, they make tens of millions of dollars selling ads to these lists. And so there's kind of a hint for those who are paying attention on multiple ways to monetize this, because sometimes it's going to be hard for you to figure out how to sell your audience to these, or sell your product to this audience. And so what I typically do, and the way that we're looking at is, when someone comes to this funnel, my first step, I'm trying to sell my product, and after that, I'm going to monetize it, selling ads to other people's lists, doing joint ventures with it. Like, there's a whole bunch of other ways to monetize the list afterwards. Okay, so that's kind of the process. All right, now if you come back here to the sponsor, IRS Loophole allows you to store your gold IRA at home. Same thing back there. The sponsor ads are on all the pages, and every single step, there's always these ads that are happening. When you click on the ad, that takes you right here to this page. Now, this page from the funnel catcher event we talked about is a bridge page. We're trying to take you from like over here. The one thing you know about right now is like, you probably don't like Obama. Now, how do we bridge you to like, I need you to give me money? Like, what's that process? So this is the bridge page that they have right here. And the headline's IRS Loophole allows you to store your gold IRA at home. Here's how. And it's just a little mini, like how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraph article. And then if you want to control your own retirement, click here. So again, this is the bridge page. This is the goal of a bridge page, because this is the secret, guys. This is the big thing. Again, how do I get someone who just told me they hate Obama to sign up for ClickFunnels? Like, it's not going to happen. There's nothing bridging, right? So I have to bridge a gap in between there. And so this is how they're doing it with what they're going to be selling. I'll show you the rest of their funnel here in a minute. But for me, if I was doing something like this, I would say something like, thanks so much for voting. How would you like to have your very own free money making website? People would be like, sweet, I love a free money making. That would be like my bridge page. They'd click on that. And then in here, I'd explain to them like a bridge, money making website, maybe a funnel or something where I explain to them the benefit is of that thing. And then if they click on that, then they move over, and now we've bridged that gap between where they came from and where I need to take them. Does that make sense? So that's kind of what the bridge page is here. So these guys are bridging basically like, you hate Obama, let's get your gold IRA at home. So you go through the little mini article, click on that, and then it takes you over here to, what do you guess? An opt-in page. Then you give the name, email, phone number, click submit. And then from here, took you over to this page, which on this page, they just have like basically saying they're going to give you a call. And since I filled out this form today, I've gotten 2 phone calls from them. I'd never got an email, and that's kind of it. Okay, so there, you guys, right there is a multi-million-dollar funnel based off of politics, and it gets me really, really excited. So a couple things I would change, and I will change when I do mine. First thing, I will have a quiz almost identical to this after they opt in. This page right here, I will shortcut. I will get rid of this page here. I'll get rid of this page right here. I'll probably even get rid of this page right here, and I'll go straight to a bridge page, because this is when you have their attention the most, right? So they just say they want to impeach Obama. Right here, it's say, cool, thanks, we got your survey results. Hey, while you're waiting for these to show up in your email inbox, I got a question for you. And then this is where I would start transitioning, trying to warm them up to buying what I want to buy. At the end of that, for me, I would already have their email address. I don't think I would probably take them to a squeeze page, because I already got it over here. But I would do is probably go directly from here now to a page like this, but it'd be a video sales letter page, selling them on the concept of whatever it is, the product or service I'm trying to sell. And so I would shorten a couple pieces out. The reason why I think this is so long is because there's 2 different advertisers in here. There's Newsmax, who's paying money to build a list, and then there's this Fortress Gold Group who's buying this spot inside of Newsmax. In fact, you can buy the sponsorship spot inside of Newsmax, push them to your own bridge if you wanted to. This is just an example of someone who buy. That's why they've got the double opt-in, because Fortress Gold does not have that name on their email address on their email list yet. It's only on Newsmax's, so they have to re-opt in here to get on their list. Okay, so that's kind of the process. Now, who does this work for, right? These guys aren't even selling anything off the website. They're just generating leads. Name, email, phone. I can show you my phone. I've gotten 2 calls from them within the first hour. What if I could pull it up? Them trying to sell. I didn't answer either of the calls, but they're trying to sell me. I probably couldn't find it that fast. There we are, right there. So there's the phone number. Them calling me twice, trying to sell me whatever the gold IRA is. So if you're in lead gen, you're trying to generate leads for whatever it is you sell. This is a great way to generate leads at very low cost or even for free. If you're selling physical products, again, now instead of just getting the phone number, I move to video sales letter. Or there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but that's kind of the process. So quiz to bridge page to video sales letter is kind of how it works. So I'll map it out over here so you guys see the process. Let's call this one the political bridge. All right, so the way this process works again is it starts over here with an ad, and I'm going to call it impeach Obama because it's easy, but it could be a lot of things. It could be, does Trump have funny sideburn or funny hair, or whatever that is, whatever the political topic. In fact, we'll be running ads in real time as we're seeing political events happen, because they're happening. From there, you go over to a survey now, where they get to kind of read about it and then pick a couple answers. They can pick which ones they want and then put in their email. Click submit. From there, we take them to, and I like doing arrows like this because it's kind of like it's a bridge page. Okay, and the bridge page, again, the goal of the bridge page is to really, in the customer's mind, move them from whatever this is over here to whatever it is that you're going to be selling over here. From the bridge page, move them over to our actual sales page. I have a video sales letter or something like that. Okay, and so that's kind of the concept. Now, one of the things I want to make sure you guys understand, because this is where people always get stuck, because we're talking about this with like a political bridge page. This is not like warm traffic. This is cold traffic. Okay, like we don't know if these people are interested in our topic or our industry or anything. All we know is that they're interested out here on a mass scale thing, right? And so what's hard about this is it's hard because we don't know what they want. And so typically, what you sell over here is a different type of front end product. Like for example, it'd be very hard for me to sell ClickFunnels right here. This is kind of so I'm gonna write cold over here. So this is how we the test on if your offer is going to convert to cold traffic. So imagine you go down to the food court at the mall, and you walk into the food court and you stand up, and there's 500 people and they're eating lunch, and you stand up and you're just like, how many of you guys here want to learn how to build a funnel? What are most of them going to say? No one's going to say anything. It's going to be quiet, right? That's who I'm pitching this to, is the food court at the mall, right? And so I got to think, like, what do I say to get someone at the food court to actually raise their hand and be like, yes, I want it. Okay, they don't care about funnels. They don't care about whatever, but they might, they don't care about like, hey, who wants to learn how to drive traffic to a website? They don't care. Okay, that's something your warm market wants, but not cold traffic. What cold traffic wants is something like this, like, who here wants a free money-making website? Everyone's hands go up, right? Yeah, I want a free money-making website. Who here wants to lose 100 pounds in the next 5 minutes? Everyone's hands go up, right? You gotta think like that. Like when you walk in the food court and you're yelling, what would it be that would make those people raise their hands? That's what is gonna sell the cold traffic, and that is what you have to sell over here, okay? If you've gone through the .com Secrets book or any other training we've done in the past, we talk about a value ladder, right? Like back here is where you wanna sell people your best stuff, but at first they're not gonna make sense. So you gotta create a front end thing, like again, free money making website, something that cold traffic will understand, that becomes down here on the bottom of the value ladder. They get that, and after they got free money making website, and then it makes sense. Oh, you need funnel software like ClickFunnels. Oh, you need to learn how to drive traffic, and all these other things you can start selling to them as you raise them up the value ladder. But the key is getting these cold people who don't know who you are into your funnel, into your world, and you have to do that by creating an offer that will convert to cold traffic. And this bridge page is kind of the key, if that makes sense. Probably the best example, I wasn't sure I was going to tell you guys this because this is our secret, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So if you look at what our bridge page is for our political funnels right now, a lot of you guys know we have a program over here. It used to be called DCSX. It's now called List Hacking. And so list hacking is a program where we teach people how to make money by building a list, right? So building a list. Now, if I went to the food court, I'm like, how many of you guys want to learn how to build a list? How many would raise their hand? Nobody would care, right? And so what happens is over here, they go through the survey, and then right here, my bridge page, there's a video of me basically saying, how many of you guys like a free money-making website? Okay? They're like, yes, I want a free money-making website. Cool. We have these cool websites that we call funnels, and the way you make money in a funnel is you build an email list. And I kind of sell an email list. Like this is an email list, and right now we average $1 for each name on our email list. And so if you had 100 people on your list, you make $100 a month. If you have 1,000 people on your list, you make $1,000 a month. If you had 10,000 people, and walk through like that, suddenly realize like, wow, I wish I had an email list. And they say, okay, cool. If you're interested in building your own email list, click here to go to a video that's going to show you our secrets for building an email list. They click there and it takes them to the list hacking video. And now this whole concept of building a list, now they're interested. Because this bridge page bridges the gap between them over here and where I need them to be over here. That, my friends, is the secret to cold traffic. So I know that's kind of deep. Some of you guys who are more advanced, you're probably freaking out saying it's amazing. Some of you guys more beginners are like, Russell, I have no idea what you're talking about at all. And so that's cool, don't worry. This is definitely a much more advanced funnel. For this one, I would wait until you are prepared and ready for it. But when you're ready for it, this is a tool and a process you can use to dramatically scale up any of your businesses. And so that's what we call it, the political bridge. So there you go, you guys. That's how that funnel works. It's pretty exciting when you understand it. And that is it. So thanks again, everyone. Once again, my name is Russell Brunson, Funnel University, and that's how you make a political bridge. Thanks, guys.